Right, all right. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. We are doing another stream. Of course, right? Start choking. Been eating some flaming hot Cheetos and these new flaming hot Ruffles. I'm not a big Ruffles person, but my wife got them. She's like, "Here, try these. They're all right." Anyway, downside is you get a little bit of that spice, the dust in your throat. You start choking a little bit. So be careful not to get spicy dust. We'll be drinking a little pomegranate dragon fruit today. There we go. Fantastic times. I do not get like any sponsorship for it, but I should because of how much I drink on stream for my 11 listeners. Anyway, as you can see from the card that hopefully brought you in here, Devin Hernandez. Good day to you, sir. Good day to you, sir. We were going to be unlocking some towers today. We're going to be on the hunt for some towers. I'm all right. I had a pretty decent, fun time this morning. Devin, playing with some of my Fortnite friends. Anybody who's interested in playing with me on stream, I play Samurai Showdown for the Switch and on Steam as a community thing. And I do, obviously, yeah, so Fortnite, Samurai Showdown. If somebody asks, maybe some Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl on the Switch. That's a handful of games. It's nice to play with you guys. I do have Star Wars Battlefront 2 on PC. I don't think that's cross-platform, but I will play that as well. I'm kind of working on finding some other multiplayer online games to play with you guys because I want to be able to interact with you guys more and have some more fun. So yeah, I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay. I mean, I got a headache. That's pretty normal though, guys. I pretty much always have a headache. I get chronic migraines, and I have since I was like a little kid. So today's kind of like a headache day, but I took a bunch of ibuprofen to hopefully bring the inflammation down, and we're here anyway, even on our rough days. So, but better than yesterday, I guess, is how I should put that. How are you doing today, buddy? You doing okay? Lincoln Bright, right? Lincoln? Good to see you, Lincoln. Of course, always. How are you doing? Let me pull up my monitor here. There we go. It's okay. You know what? Something I've lived with for literally over like 20 years of my life. Over, almost 30, actually, about 30 years of my life now. So it'd be what it be. Let's get started. We have the quest of the day up. Let's get our intro crack-a-lacking and get right in, shall we?
Open your eyes. Wake up, Link. Link, you are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
There we go. There's my intro with my little clicks. Oh my God, what's wrong, Lincoln? What happened? What'd I do? Right where we left off. I think we should start with some Amiibo drops. I feel like that's smart. Yes, smart. Pull my earbud out here. So just a quick update. If you go to oneupdate.com, a lot of the stuff that I play is available. Oh, thank you. I really do appreciate that. I make them all myself. I am a Photoshop expert, as a matter of fact, and that's no laughing matter. That's real dice. I straight up love it. Everything I do in Photoshop because Photoshop existed before After Effects. It existed before Illustrator and before InDesign and before all those other pieces of software, and I've been using it since the 90s. So anything that we want to do, I can do in Photoshop. And actually, eventually, I've had a few people DM me. I'm planning on doing some tutorials on how to utilize Photoshop to do pretty much anything you want to do. Whether it be like magazine, cartoon design, like whatever. Intro, basic video editing, stuff like that. So, let us see here. Someone's popping me up on the Discord chat. What's up? Who's on Discord? Is everything up? Who that? Let me see how. I get my channel. Let's see. So we got Lincoln. I'm gonna share this into the Discord real quick. Like, go into Legend of Zelda. Pasty paste. My face. I haven't decided what I want to play yet tomorrow. It's got to be a short stream day, only a half a stream day for like a couple hours in the morning. There's like a thing for my wife's work, and it just happens to be my birthday tomorrow. So there you go. It's actually my birthday tomorrow, and I wanted to kind of figure out like something to play. I don't know if I want to play Fortnite. You know what I mean? I get too bossy. I'm kind of a bossy person when it comes to playing Fortnite because I like people to play the way I like to play, which I feel like kind of, you know, makes me feel a little extra. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Makes you feel a little extra bossy. You'll be able to come by and say, hey, what's up tomorrow? For sure. But, yeah. For a quick update on some other stuff that I'm playing. Thank you. I appreciate that, Lincoln. I'm still playing on this guy. It's my invisible Game & Watch. As you can see, it's invisible. No, it's just green on my green screen. It's the Legend of Zelda Game & Watch. I have the Mario one as well. I'm hoping to come up with another one. That'd be pretty cool. I'm in the middle of playing. I'm almost done with the original Legend of Zelda, and then I'm going to start Zelda 2. And then I have Link's Awakening. I'm trying to play it kind of at the same pace that I'm playing it on stream. So if you guys want to check out Link's Awakening, I know it's very different than this game. A lot of people kind of get off-put by that, but it is a fantastic game. It's a lot of fun. It's very cute. What is it that one guy says? It's got a lot of heart. It's what you say when you don't actually play the game. People that say, like, game's got a lot of heart is what they say. It's like, really? You read the review, and the review said it's got a lot of heart? My oldest son and I used to make fun of this. A very specific, particular YouTuber. Like, all of his reviews. It's like, this game's really good. Okay. Oops. Let me see. Where is the... There we go. Amiibo time. So let's start off with some Amiibo. I can talk, I swear. And then we're going to go and we're going to make a little bit of money. And that way we can buy up some arrows, because you guys know we love to have arrows here. So let's start with Ryu from Street Fighter 4 and Smash. Street Fighter 4, fantastic game. I have it on Xbox 360. And I have it on the 3DS. And if everybody had listened to me back in the late November, early December stream that I did a live holiday review of Nintendo handhelds. And made some suggestions. If you guys had all listened to me back in late November, early December, you would have been able to get a 3DS for like literally a fraction of the price that they're going for now. I'm sorry, that was Duck Hunt Dog and Duck, no hot dogs and bird wings this time. So I try and call them as I see them. I try and do a good job for everybody. Lucas from Mother 3, Nintendo, come on, hook us up. English translated, Link's Awakening art style. Try to make a recommendation. I'm like, and I said, system's about to blow up. The library's going to die soon. And so that means the collectors are going to start getting in there, and that's going to make the price rocket way up. I made sure my family, we've got 2 of the regular size new 3DSs because I don't like the XLs. They're too big, and the hinge always breaks and then screws up the screen for going to sleep and everything. We had one, and it was really problematic. So we had 2 of the regular size ones, the one that's like the special edition white engraved Mario thing, and then the other one with like the Mario Maker stuff on it. So we have those 2, and then we have the regular, the OG red 3DS, and then we have my favorite DS of all, which is just a DS, and I still think you can get these for under $100. This is the DS Lite. This is a fantastic machine. This is probably one of the best. It has the Game Boy Advance slot on the bottom and the DS slot on the top, and it is amazing, especially because I've got an R4 card in there. That's a little 32 gigabyte micro SD card. I do have a ton of games of a huge library, but this is amazing. It's amazing. I got my whole library on that one little thing. Let me get all this stuff up. Clean up the walkway. Alright, and then what do we got? We got a couple left here. We have Blue Yarn Yoshi. Hello! Blue Yarn Yoshi from Yoshi's, what is it, Woolly World? Come on, I'm putting these 3 britches on my controller. That stresses me out. I begged and pleaded with my wife to hook me up with the Legend of Zelda Amiibo cards for my birthday. I'm hoping I get those. Just because I told her I really didn't want a lot. I wanted a specific game. We're doing King K. Rool. There's a game I wanted to get because I'm like a hardcore, really love Metroid since I was a little kid. That was one of my first NES games, the original Metroid. And I saw they came out with that new Metroid Dread. I still hadn't beat Samus Returns on the 3DS yet. It's a great game, but I'm like, you know what? It was on sale. I'm like, please give me this game. I want this game. Maybe. We'll see. If I get it, I'll probably play it on stream. So those are my regular Amiibo. Let us get into it with the Legend of Zelda Amiibo. I only have 3. Okay, and the sweet rubber ducky, she was on here, and she very kindly offered. She's like, hey, throw me a P.O. box, and I'll send you some cards. Because she has some of those Amiibo cards. And I was like, you know, I don't have a P.O. box set up or whatever, but I appreciate it. And I just want to let you know the thought, in this case, actually does matter to me. That was really sweet of her to even offer that. Because I know how valuable these things are to everybody. So we have Ganondorf from Twilight Princess, and I'm hoping to see Twilight Princess on the Switch sometime this year, because I would love to have that. I have it on the Wii, which is my preferred way to play it, but I wouldn't mind getting it on the Switch. Wow. Whoops. That's not going well. You gotta be like just the right distance away from the object in order to break it open. It's like really weird. If you're too close, it doesn't work. If you're too far, it doesn't work. You gotta be like... It's like you gotta go by the feel of it to get them to break. Otherwise, you just bounce back in your grill. There we go. There we go. Get away from my chest, child. Some T-bows. Alright. Q. Back off, man. Alright, so here we go. We are going to do Breath of the Wild Link. Now, again, those of you who are interested in getting Elder Scrolls Skyrim for the Switch, it is a fantastic game. I haven't played it a lot recently. That would be a fun stream game. If you drop these Amiibo, the Legend of Zelda Amiibo, it will give you the Champion's Tunic, the Hylian Shield, and the Master Sword, which is pretty awesome. So this is the... Whoa, that was crazy. That was some... That launched that bird leg way. See, they have bird thighs. Like, why would they not? Whatever. It's cute. It's cute. I need to find some of those rooms or whatever, the Volty ones, the shock ones, the electric ones, electric Safina, all that stuff, because I need to make some meals. We're going to do some towers today, hopefully, which means if we get to that one tower that has the what is it, the electric whiz robes and the Lizalfos, I'm gonna need a good electric meal. So we have Toon Link from Wind Waker, and of course one of my favorite DS games, Phantom Hourglass. Hey, there we go, Voltfin Trout. I think we have 5 elements now. We can make a good enough game. So we'll go and do that now. Let's see, so what do we have? These are 2 electric. Firehead. Hey, thanks, man. Thank you. Spitfire, it's good to see you. Really appreciate that. We're trying to decide what to play tomorrow. I'll probably end up playing with you guys if I can't figure it out. 12 minutes and 30 seconds of level 3. That's going to do it right there, guys. Ooh, we got 4 of these. And then... Okay. That's pretty awesome, guys. So we have 25 minutes. We have 25 minutes of electric resistance. I think that's going to be more than enough for us here. And then let me see what we got as far as meals are concerned. We really don't have a lot of stamina, actually. Let me see. You know what? No, I don't think I'm going to go to the... I don't think I'm going to go to the Korok Forest. This is a good spot, just keep in mind to get these Stamella mushrooms. I'm pretty sure 4 Stamella will give you an entire stamina wheel's worth of energy, which is totally awesome and worth it. So keep that in mind, there's more than 4 down there. Ooh. Okay. Whoops. Why is this acting a little weird? I am wearing my wedding colors for now. Always love the birthday wishes. It's always really nice. Excellent. It's all about strategy with me, guys. Let's see. Stealth fin. No, let's cook a couple mighties. Five. We'll cook a couple mighty meals. That way we can make sure they're tough. You're going on a journey, you want to make sure that you're ready to rock and roll, man. Let's see. This will give us a level 3. This is a big deal. This is a good meal. The Razor Shrooms and the Mighty Bananas are probably 2 of the best ingredients if you want to increase your hit power. And then obviously the Iron Shrooms, Amaranth, really awesome. And then let's do some rushies. We'll keep that speed up. I think these are only ever level 2s. Yeah. Tried to get Farosh's horn yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before. And I shot him right in the horn. You can go back and check the video. I hit him right in the center of the horn, and it gave me a scale. We went back and watched it twice, just to be sure that I'm not, like, a crazy person. I mean, I could be. But not in that case. Not about that. I was dead on. I mean, like, I hit him perfectly. And it glitched out. There was, like, 5 weird glitches that happened against my will. Like, not intentional glitches. So let's see here. Chill Shroom. Stay cool in arid regions. So we are going to take 4 of these. Will temporarily boost your heat resistance. Ooh, nice. Okay, okay. That's good. And then, let's see. Cool. Warm. I have some good stuff. I don't really need to use everything. Sunshroom. Oh, you gotta go? Well, thanks for stopping by, Lincoln. I'm sorry. I usually, like, do a little bit of this, you know, you got to pack a lunch before you go on a trip. So I'm sorry about that, but you got to go. You got to go. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Come back and check the rest of the stream when you get time, man. Appreciate it. Awesome. That plus our warm doublet should keep us pretty warm. And we have some other elements here that should also do pretty well for us. So let's go and sell some stuff, get some arrows, and get on our way. We're going on a trip.
Oh.
Yes, yes. So what's up, man? What you need? What you need? Light some torches? Okay. Yeah, you got it.
Oh.
Marvel Spider-Man Remastered is going to be available on PC now. So it looks like PlayStation is going to be getting out of the exclusive console business soon, because it looks like they're trying to. I mean, that's some of their. That was like their most successful exclusive game, I think, ever. So
Hey.
I think with God of War being available on PC, I just got to pop up on my screen. That's what I'm talking about. God of War and Spider-Man. There's really not going to be a lot more that they have to offer to like push the sale of their consoles. You know what I mean? So this is my girl Rolla. She hooked my wife and I up back in the day. So we try and do a lot of business with her. Sell everything to Rolla. 300 rupees? Okay, okay. Would have been nice. Let's sell this diamond. Let's cut to the chase. Pretty good price. We have a lot of side quests to do. We haven't done hardly anything yet. Mostly just got off the Great Plateau. Been doing some small things here and there. I haven't done any of the, 4 Kingdom challenges. Which is kind of like the way I put it, I guess. We haven't gone to the Zora's Domain. We haven't gone to... Oh, wow. We haven't gone to any of the actual regions where the champions died.
Oh.
So there we go. We still need an ancient core. That's a big one. That's a big one.
Ah.
Just kidding.
Oh.
I think I'll take them all.
Ma. Ah.
I think I'll take them all.
Oh.
Awesome. Alright, cool. It's raining, so we're not going to be doing any lighting of anything on fire. So let's check the map. Looks like if we head north from here, we can take care of these towers. So the Elven Tower and this tower. Now there's a stable. What's up, Crazy Legs? Never got the hang of it? Well, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. How's it going, Crazy Legs? I'm here to help walk people through it. Give them the hope and the guidance that they need so they can do it themselves. You guys see how I shoot? If I can do it, anybody can do it. So we're going to unlock these towers and get the map opened up. Keeping it very simple. Sorry I missed you earlier, Crazy. What's up, Zen? How's it going, Zen? Just doing a little bit of playthrough on the greatest game of all time. So the blue marker is that marker right there. That's the one we're going for. Trying to be mindful of our one stamina wheel here. Exactly. Now this is not the pacifist run. This is a murderous permadeath run. If I die, I gotta start from the very beginning again. We're gonna keep that going until we beat it. We haven't decided. Yes, thank you very much. Much appreciated. It will be tomorrow. And I'm still trying to decide what game I want to play tomorrow, guys. I can't decide if I want to play, because I have a small window in the morning, so please join me for that. Coxie, how's it going? What's that? Coxienormous 44. Very clever name. Very, very clever name. I approve of your humor. Have to be careful, the Wizrobes. Wizrobes will see you even with Majora's Mask on. Wizrobes will see you. Same with Keese. Same with Keese, Choo-Choos, the Stalnox, Hinox guys. It sounds like so many, but honestly, there's a lot of guys that won't see you at all. Oh, okay. Well, we always love playing with you when we get a chance. You're one of the new family members here. Mostly because you're mellow, you're really nice and laid back, and you don't mind working. You don't mind working as a unit. You get it, right? You get that when we work together. Ooh. When we work together, we all do well. Lionels, yeah. So with Lionels, even if you're wearing a Lionel mask, they get wise. It takes them a minute, and they look at you and they're like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna shoot this Joker with the shock arrow and see what happens. How do we not have Fleet Lotus seeds yet? Is that for real? Whoa. Look at that. Yeah, with Majora's Mask. I mean, I'll test it again, I guess. But yeah, if you linger for more than a moment, that's so trippy. Look at how many of them there are. It's like a freaking herd. That's crazy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna shoot right in the middle of them here. Oh, I only got 3 of them. And that other one glitched out and disappeared. That's crazy. That's fair, that's fair. Alright. People turn off the shock arrows. Actually, I should reorganize my bows. I try and use my weaker stuff first when I play this game. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. Dino Nuggets. Nice. Yeah, with Majora's Mask, they will see you. QCat13! Oh, okay. Yeah, wow, it's been a minute, Stitch. Opportunity to upgrade everything. It's always good to see you, Stitch. So, or Cute Cat. Sorry. Nice. Little chest. Do you like dino nuggets? That's a fair question. I think that's a fair question. Oop, see, look at that. Zap shroom. Zap shrooms are very, very useful. What? I think I already talked to this guy. How's he tripping?
Hey!
Zen 429? Zen is obsessed with dino nuggets. You know, like the little chicken nuggets in shape of dinosaurs. My kids love them. I trained them to bite the heads off of them first.
Oh.
I think Zen is going to try and get me a sponsorship, and then I'll have to eat them on stream all the time. You cats like, what? What on earth are you talking about?
Oh.
Yes, yes. Sidon, Zora. Very good. Boom now. That was awesome. Get it. Uh-oh. Who's alerting? You hear them? He's like hitting that horn. You hear that? You know what? Just for funsies, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna, just so we don't have to do this twice. Honestly, they're not great. They're okay. But they look cool. Dude, who is hitting that horn on me here? Really? There we go. There we go. Hey, fella. Right? But because they're dinosaurs, it makes it that much better. There we go. Shirata. Shirata do another shrine. Oh, that's my terrible dad humor for the day, guys. Sorry, I'm all tapped out. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I'm not that witty. I try really hard. Yeah, they're kind of like weird, funky looking dinosaur shapes. Like, they used to be more precise, and now they're just kind of like sad. But they're good. The dino nuggets are pretty good. I have to have a bowl of lemon juice, like straight up squeezed from a lemon, in order to be happy enough to eat them. Oh gosh, it's this one. Okay. All right, I remember this. Okay. Let's see. I'm sure you guys had just as easy of a time with this one as I did. No? You guys didn't do it like that? Feel pretty good about this. Believe you have a check for me? Can I shoot it through there? Aw. Do I want this chest? That's the real question. I don't think I do. Oh, sweet dude. What is it, Buppy? I think we can do this with bomb arrow. I'm trapped inside. Really? I did all that for a giant... I used one bomb arrow to get a giant boomerang? Ugh. Oh, you got my arrows. Check these. Tell me that was not awesome, though. Come on. I've seen a lot of other people do that in a playthrough, and they were like wandering around like crazy people, going back and forth, doing all kind of weirdness. Yeah, I like to give them names sometimes, especially when you walk into large groups. You know, I like talking with them. You know, like, hey, how's it going, fellas? You know. Like everybody's being so nice and a little bit friendly, a little touchy-feely. Like that scene from like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. You know, like everyone in the crowd's like touching his face is all creepy. Remember, that was the creepiest part of that movie to me when I was a kid. It wasn't the part where Molaram like reached into his chest and pulled out that guy's beating heart. That was like weird. But like when they were all like all those like people were surrounding Indiana Jones, and they were just like just touching him, all like honestly all peaceful and whatnot. I was still like, that's freaking terrifying. Mostly because I don't like when people touch me. I get all weird. Like, don't touch me. Get away from me. I'm like, do you just put up with that when you're there? Alright, so let's... Let me see. Alright, Zen. Weird. I'm telling you, there are so many potential reasons why. Ooh, hardy bass. Guys, you want to have the hardy bass. For sure. Gentlemen, is this your meat? Thank you. Take it. Hi, bud. What? Who's there? Let's see. Whoops. Okay. That was a mistake. We probably should have blocked. I feel like blocking would have been appropriate. Good to have you back, always. Good Bob can get. There's no, like, chest or anything, though, to unlock here. So that was just pretty much murder for murder's sake. So there's that. Drop it right there. Sweet. Nice. And then we'll do this one. Oof, love those rupees. Is there a co-op in here? Oof, the rupees. Ooh. Alright. There we go. Alright, so we're still headed to the tower. We're still trying to do towers. And there is another tower right there, so we should probably mark it while we can see it. But there is a stable that's nearby, and we need to get a Fireproof Elixir before we can get there, because it's a little too hot. It's a little hot. We're gonna die. So a lot of people say, like, oh, this game doesn't have real dungeons. I'm like, yes, it does. It is more Zelda than most other Zelda games, and I should do. I have all of them, and I've played pretty much all of them. I haven't beaten every single one, I can admit that. But you know what? I really like choo-choos. The reality is, when you look at this, you see these lines, they're separating different regions of the map. Right? So there's all these separate regions, all these separate towers. Those are your different areas of all of the other Zelda games. Okay, each one has, you know, anywhere between 15 to 20 shrines inside of them. And inside of each of those shrines is a element protected tower. And they escalate in difficulty as you go. So it's open, you can do any one you want. And yes, technically you could, but some are significantly easier than others, and it's the ones that are right there adjacent to the actual path of the stories. Like, if you listen to what they say, you go from the Great Plateau when you talk to King Rome, Boss Faramus, he says go find Impa. Impa says go to the Hateno Tech Lab. The Hateno Tech Lab, Pura tells you to go to the Akala Tech Lab, and so on. And they send you around the map in a specific pattern. And if you're doing like the Zora's Domain, the Elden stuff, if you're doing them in the order that they send you on that mission, you come across Hetsu. He encourages you to go through the Forbidden Forest or whatever. It's like they all kind of work with you to tell you which way to go and put you on a specific path. And then the more difficult stuff, like out in the desert or in the high cold mountains, it escalates in difficulty when you get up there. Those are a lot harder enemies to beat, and it's intended that you fight them later in the game. Just saying. Oh no, I don't want to shield surf right now. Yeah, cool. Thanks. Sweet. Yeah, later, bro. Not interested there, laddie. There we go. I'm like, he's in the water. I can see him. 7. Nice. So, quick hunting tips for the game and for real life. You want to make sure you have a strong bow first. You want to make sure you have a good arrow second. You want to make sure that you are sneaky enough that you don't have to rush your shot. If you rush your shot, you'd injure the animal and not kill it. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you get a good shot right above the front shoulder. So we're stalking this deer right here. I should have more subs. Oh! Oh, I missed him. Let's do a poor man Rivali's Gale here. Oh, I still missed him. My goodness. It'd be nice. I'm working on it, you know. My sub crawl has been so slow. You know, I get like 1, then I get 2, and then I lose 1. You know what I mean? It's kind of been the crawl for me. I don't encourage people to cheat, which I think is why a lot of people that watch streamers don't like me. They want me to teach everybody how to cheat. So you want to aim for this spot right here. It's right above the front shoulder. Hardy radish. I will take it. I like how it cleans the meat for you. You're getting close. You're in the shrine. There's a shrine nearby. And it's stable. I think there's a shrine right over there. Well, let everyone know. Share me around, guys. It helps. Let people know. Play different games. I don't just play The Legend of Zelda, even though that could potentially be enough. I like to play with you guys, and I like to play games that other people want to see too. Which is why I've taken some breaks from Zelda games, and I'll still have Breath of the Wild going, but then I'll play a game like Jedi Fallen Order. I'll play story mode for Star Wars Battlefront 2. I have the Force Unleashed games. I just haven't had the heart to set up my Wii yet. I guess I could play the first one on Xbox 360. I could do that. We could do that.
Oh. Oh.
So we've now unlocked this stable. Give me your arrows, Bubba. What you got? What you got? Let me see. Give it to me. Give it to me. Yeah, I want them all, baby. Give them all to me.
Wow.
Wow. Nice. Yes, I want to continue to buy your arrows until they're gone. That's it. Go away. Thank you, Beetle. You look ridiculous. It's a cute little top you got on there. Your eyes peel for these hardy radishes here. We're gonna do... Ooh, 1 garner. Okay. We are gonna do the shrine. And that'll put us at 4 spirit orbs, so we can get an additional heart container. Because like I said on the last stream that I did, the goal is to get to 13 heart containers so we can pull the Master Sword. Once you pull the Master Sword, then you focus on stamina, guys. You focus on stamina until you have 3 full stamina wheels, and that's where you max out. And then you go back and you get your full 28 heart containers. But you want to do the 13 hearts first so you can get that Master Sword. It really does come in handy having a weapon that always doesn't break. It runs out of energy sometimes, but it doesn't break. Always want to have that sword on standby. And then we can decide Majora's Mask is greater than Ocarina of Time. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I appreciate that opinion for sure. I have a strained relationship with Majora's Mask because when I first played it, I played it not on the N64 like I did Ocarina of Time. I played it on the 3DS, and I didn't beat it on the 3DS. I got mad. And I remember the first time I tried to play it, I got irritated because I had just beaten Ocarina of Time, right? I took all this time, I got all the items, everything was like unlocked, and I'm like, I am the realized hero of time. And I was super stoked. Whooped Ganon, man. Straight up spanked him. Spanked Ganon. I'm like, I don't even sweat you, son. And then I was like, well, now I can start the sequel game. We'll start Majora's Mask. We'll just crack it right up. And some pixie in the forest, some punk, is going to come and wreck me, the hero of time? No, sir. I got really irritated with that. I was like, I just defeated Ganon. It's your first Zelda game done in 3DS? I think it's a good game. I haven't beaten it yet. And that's one of my dirty secrets. I have not beaten it yet. And I would like to, but honestly, I was going to on Switch. It was my intention to do it on Switch, and I was going to start with Ocarina of Time and then do Majora's Mask. But the controls mapped to this controller, or rather, the controls are pre-mapped to this controller to where I can't adjust it, and I just hated it. I hated the controls. Well, I would, and that's why I'm like, I have no problem with doing it on the 3DS for sure, because that's what's up. And I have it on 3DS. I have both of them on 3DS, and that's my intention. But then I can't like stream it, right? Which sucks. I don't have a capture card for my 3DS. Let's drop this guy. Right. Well, and I have it on all my emulators. So like I have the GameCube, I have the N64 version, I have the GameCube version, I have the 3DS version, and then I have them all emulated, and I have them on my phone. Actually, that might be something. Maybe I should play it on my phone, because then at least I can map the controls the way I want them. The problem that I kept having, just to let you guys know, is that right? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna film my 3DS. So like the C-stick here, once you play like a few games with this C-stick, you get used to kind of like just kind of flicking it when you go around in an enemy, like you kind of strategically like go in a circle, and then you like flick it a little bit to get a better perspective on the enemy, okay? And then as I was playing Ocarina of Time, I kept like kind of instinctively like flicking it when I would move to the side or the enemy would move to the side, and it puts your sword away, and then you take out your Deku stick, or you snap down a Deku nut, or you bust out your ocarina in the middle of a fight. And I kept doing that, and I kept losing hearts, kept dying. And it was driving me bonkers. I was going absolutely nuts. This one is really hard, if I recall. And it got to the point where, because I was used to playing it with the 3DS controls, and the 3DS controls, they're excellent. And the graphics, excellent. Maybe I'll do it on Citra, maybe I'll emulate it, the 3DS version, once the store is officially closed and dead, and I can't, and they're no longer supporting it. Like I said, I don't believe in hacking currently supported stuff. Ah! No, I totally blew that. I could tell. Who's popping me up in the Discord here? Someone's chatting away in the Discord. Who is it? Who be that? No, 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 no. Okay. I'm gonna close Discord. You know who I miss from the Discord? I miss Birdie. I miss Fiery Birdie. She was one of my first friends when I started streaming seriously. Three, four, five. Come on, let's do it. Come on, come on. Second try. Second try. Tell me, come on. That was pretty baller. Got my arrow back. Second try. I like flying. I think emulation is okay as long as you played the game before, and Nintendo limits the way to play games, even though they would make tons of money giving ways to pay their plastic game. Yeah, you know what? That's tricky. You know, I don't like to dictate how other people control their intellectual property because I myself have had a mixed relationship with my own intellectual property and people thinking they're owed access to my intellectual property. But I will say this, like once they're not distributing it anymore, I don't really feel like I'm hurting anybody. I don't feel like I'm hurting anybody by going after it. You know what I mean? And I do own it. And you are legally allowed to have digital backups of your games. It's an actual thing. And because I own most of the games that I would emulate, on stream anyway, I don't see a problem. Now there's some games that I own, or that I don't own, that I would emulate, and that's kind of when it gets a little tricky. Let's see, I don't think I can do this twice in a row. Keep getting lucky. Nope, hold on. Okay. It's complicated. Oof. No! So I did 6, and that was too much. Did I do 7? Is that what it was? I guess I did need to do 6. Come on. Wow. That's interesting. That's interesting. What do we think then? I mean, this one? Yeah, like Skyward Sword. I mean, you get it at the end of this game. So I mean, you get the green tunic, and then I can get it and wear it in this game. It's kind of sad actually that I didn't draw it today. But I know what you're saying. I thought I was gonna bank it off of that thing. I don't know. I thought it was gonna happen in this next game, but then when you see all the clips, it doesn't appear as though. Whoops. I would love to see kind of like a return. I definitely think that it's intended that when, and I don't want to talk too much about it because I have like a subscriber goal before I talk about my actual theory about the next game. But I do believe that there will be a return to the green tunic as part of his facing off with the big boss. I think I'm gonna have to back off on this. Yeah. I'm not gonna go through any of my actual weapons. It's not worth it. I feel sad, but I'm good. We tried. I don't understand. Like, I did the one where it was 6 and it was just short. That's an interesting perspective. Yeah, that's very possible. Which one do I have here? I think I have one like right next to my desk here. Which one is it? Nope. This is one. I have a pretty good sized collection. This is ages. And then obviously I have them all, you know, like emulated. Yeah. Well, I started playing games back when the Atari 2600 was out. And I remember waiting for the NES when I was a little kid. I remember being excited when I got an NES for Christmas. I remember making my initial decision to go with Sega over Super Nintendo. And then I remember playing it a lot at my buddy's house, who was like kind of right next door to where I lived, and regretting that decision in some ways. Even though the fighting games on Sega were way better, there was some things on the Super that were just unbeatable. I mean, just amazing. Some of the game titles in the Super were amazing. And then since obviously I have a huge Super Nintendo collection now. But, yeah, I'm used to them dying. And it's sad, which is one of the reasons that one of my favorite consoles of all time is this, the DS, the DS Lite, because I play my Game Boy Advance games on here and my DS games, and with an R4 card, I have the entire library of Super Nintendo, NES, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, you know what I mean? Like, I have the whole run, and then all of my favorite DS games all in one place at all times. I mean, I still have physical copies of a lot of them, but it's really, really, really nice to have that. And then the 3DS, I mean, I don't have any emulated 3DS games at this time, but I have a pretty good collection of 3DS games. Like, all the titles I want, pretty much, with like 2 exceptions, because they're ridiculously expensive. But I have like Xenoblade Chronicles and Minecraft for the 3DS and all that kind of stuff. Oh no, I get that. See, and I don't really have a lot of Wii U games. I think we only have like 4 or 5. I have Wind Waker on Wii U, but I have a huge Wii collection. Like a huge Wii collection. I loved the Wii. The Wii was the system that kind of got my family back into gaming. Because I had gone off and done that whole being a commercial professional, like product photographer and fashion photographer. And so I was like, I don't have time for this. Yeah, they are expensive. They're ridiculously expensive. For sure. They're like ridiculously expensive. I have Pokemon Omega Ruby, which is actually for sale. I do have it for sale on my website, oneupdaddy.com. Pokemon Moon. I have those games for Pokemon on the 3DS. And then I have obviously the different Mario games for the 3DS. But yeah. It's not bad. Honestly, I've experienced a lot of great stuff, a lot of great systems. I got burnt out because the Nintendo 60, a lot of people try and act like everyone like, oh, I thought the Nintendo 64 was so great when it came out. Nobody did. I mean, not nobody, but the community of Nintendo gamers was not thrilled with the Nintendo 64. We were thrilled with a handful of games that came out on the Nintendo 64, but the Nintendo 64 only really has a lot of positive vibes from people now. Back then, everybody would kind of like, what? Like, what's with this freaking system? What's with this weird thing in the middle? That extra, like, the third leg, so to speak, in the middle. Like, everybody was kind of put off by that. But it was the birth of the analog stick, for the Nintendo systems. You know what I mean? That was their first, What's up, Marco? Or Makiro. Sorry, Mac. I did that again. I did it again, Makiro. Oh, it's this one. Well, it's true, man. It's true. I do have a legitimate perspective on where it kind of all started, and I do appreciate how far it's come. I'm looking forward to see where it's going. So, okay, so hold on a second. You know what it is, Makaro? I have a buddy, so I run a fighting game tournament called Ronin Roundup. It's a Samurai Showdown tournament, and my champion, like my straight up champion, who took like the whole first season by storm, his name is Aaron Marco. And that's why, like, when I see your name, I'm like, oh my god, it's Mark, my brain goes, oh my god. Like, I get all nervous because he's straight up like gangster. He is a hardcore competitive player. And so when I saw your name, I Freudian slipped it, I guess, and I thought it was him at first. But I love having you here. I'm sorry, as I'm saying that, I'm like, that sounds kind of raw, bro. Like, I'm not trying to say, like, I wish it was Marco. My first Zelda game? Let me think. First one that I legitimately loved? Oh no, I messed that up. First one that I legitimately loved, it's tough to say. Because the first game I ever played was the original Legend of Zelda on the NES. That's no joke, that's for reals. But it was an absolute nightmare for me. The original Legend of Zelda, I was not good enough for that game. And don't panic. Just get yourself a good spot and just kind of chill. Just wait and keep your aim right in the center so when his eye comes, you can just nail it. Right? It's important not to panic. Give me an ancient core, baby. I know he won't. But so it's tough because I know that's a cliche because there's like been like 300, YouTubers do videos about it. But it is true what they say. When we first got the NES as a kid, it was not normal to hang on to the box. And people were like, instruction manuals. Most of us dumped that stuff. Or for my case, we didn't purchase The Legend of Zelda. We didn't have this physical in our like at-home collection, the original gold cart that's here. And I do have this, I think I have 5 different versions of that game legally, and then I also have a bunch of emulated ones. My favorite way to play, by the way, Game & Watch. Love it. We would rent it. And so when I was a kid, we had this place called Long's Drugstore. And Long's Drugs... How do I get up here? I can't remember where to get it. I guess I could just use these blocks. Ooh. Long's Drugs would let you rent a game for 2 days for 99 cents. Of course it's raining. I get so nervous. And so we would rent the game, but the thing was, you just got the cart, that's it. Sorry guys, this is permadeath, so my brain isn't a little... Now I will say this, it's permadeath, however, we determined that because when you fall, it doesn't give you a game over screen, it just respawns you to the shore minus a heart, that it's not actually a qualifier for permadeath. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. I liked the first one that I played all the way through was A Link to the Past. That was one of my favorites on the Super Nintendo. We finally got a hold of a guide. And this is pre-internet days, folks, so it wasn't like as simple as like, oh, just look it up. Look it up where? There was nowhere. So we had to actually find an actual real guide. And that was really, really useful. Because it was like, and it wasn't just like I think I still have it over there somewhere, but it's like just simple secrets, like just little hints here and there. And then just relying on buddies to kind of like, oh yeah, like there's a thing over here or whatever. And it still took forever. Yeah. The game that honestly though brought me back to Zelda, the one that brought me back to Zelda, there was 2 games that happened. One of them was Phantom Hourglass. I had a really bad injury, and I grabbed it on the DS and started playing it and was like, oh my god, this is amazing. I thought it was an amazing game. It was something that was easy enough for me to play, even though I was hopped up on pills because I was injured like badly, had horrible, horrible breaks in my body. And I was suffering from depression because I was told a lot of the things that I was physically capable of doing before I would never be able to do again. Very, very hard. And yeah, yeah, seriously, right? Oh my God. That running out of time on that hourglass used to stress me out. You definitely want to make sure you have plenty of time on your hourglass, for sure. And then I also have on my R4 card here, I have the D-pad hack, so you don't have to use... That's not the one I played before, but I have it now. Wish I had it then. But I do have the D-pad hack, which is pretty sweet. But then after that, my wife is like, what are you playing? Because she grew up with like Donkey Kong and Mario, but she never really got into Zelda games as a kid. And I was like, oh, it's Legend of Zelda. And I kind of gave her the rundown, and I showed her the original one, and then I showed her Phantom Hourglass, and she's like, oh, okay, it's kind of like kiddie games. I was like, well, we have Skyward Sword, and we have Wind Waker, and we have Twilight Princess. And she's like, ooh, what's Twilight Princess? And I was like, oh, Twilight Princess is a great game. And we took a look at a couple of like preview videos of Twilight Princess, and she decided that that would be the first Zelda game that we played together. And my bud, we fell in love with Zelda together, and now we play tons of them together. We played Skyward Sword together, Phantom Hourglass. We played all of them. We played them together. This game we have played through, I think, 3 or 4 times together now. And this is her favorite game of all time as well. And I think this is the best Zelda. Hands down. And I will argue with anybody that goes, ooh, bro, there's no real dungeons. I'm like, I will explain to you how there are more dungeons in this game than any other game. There's more challenges in this game than any other game. You're the nicest YouTuber? Oh, wow. Nice. Well, nice to meet you, nicest YouTuber, Ryan. I have not played the Ace Attorney games yet. My son has played them. I think we have them all on here and on my DSi XL because I put the Twilight menu on that with all of the game library. But it's on my list of games to play, but I want to play on the DS, not the Switch. I'm really excited to play them. It's just time, right? It's always just time. How long is it going to take to do them? Alright, well, let's jump down, shall we? Alright, so we're tower hunting. We're unlocking the map. Where do I go? I'm trying to remember where that other stable was. So the thing with Elven Tower is you have to bump into this specific person. Nice. It's funny, I know this sounds weird, the game that made me want to play Phoenix Wright was Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Because you can play as that and Okami or Amy Amaterasu. You can play as her on Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 also. Well, that's not bad. But like, what if you're dumb like me and you're not good at stuff and you can't read good? So I'm kind of a dummy head. Not really, but yeah. See, and I never really got into Smash. I liked Smash as a casual player, but the people that I met in the Smash community, oh macro, thanks. The people that I've met online in the Smash community and the people that I've watched in the Smash community, I don't like them. Like, is it weird that I just don't like them as human beings? I'm not saying everyone that plays Smash. Real quick, I'm going to back that up for a second and make sure that I'm being clear. It is not that I think everyone is. It's the people that are like at the higher echelon in the community. I just feel like they're not really good people. And I say that because, like, in, what, 2 years, there was like 12 different sex scandals with minors amongst the higher ups in that community. And so, like, the whole reason I think that they got booted from Evo is that there was a bunch of scandals. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I think I'm not up. Well, my son said I would really dig it. He's like, you'd like it. I like role-playing games, like, a lot. I'm a big Shin Megami Tensei fan. I love 4 Apocalypse. I don't have 5 yet, but I have the hard-to-find one for the 3DS, and I love that game. I've always thought it was like Pokemon, but for adults. Even though Pokemon is for adults. I just mean it's like you're capturing demons instead of pocket monsters. Yeah, RPGs are good. One RPG... Nice. For the win? Dirty secret, I've never played, I have Xenoblade 1 on the 3DS, never got past Metal Face. First time you fight Metal Face. I don't know why. I tried to even watch a video, like a chump, and they're like, how do I do this? What do I do? And the guy's like, this is what you do, you just like go around here and then you just gotta survive for 2. I'm like, I just die. And I try so hard. I'm like, I'm missing something. I'm missing something, and I can't figure out what it is. And ooh, Chrono Trigger. I have Chrono Trigger for the DS, but I'm not. I have no interest in getting a physical cart of that game for the Super. I have it emulated. But I'm never going to pay that kind of money for a Super Nintendo game. They did the same thing with Earthbound. I'm like, no, that's ridiculous. You people are crazy. It's a good game, but it's not like hundreds and hundreds of dollars good. Dragon Quest, I've never played Dragon Quest. Straight up being honest with you. I've had people suggest it, though. Yeah. Mother series. See, I think that they should... I have the emulated Mother 3 English translation. Every time I went to go get one, they were too expensive. You know what I mean? I thought it looked cool. And then I was kind of like, oh, wow, that's a lot of money. And then I just kind of go, yeah, I'll pass. I'll get... And I always kind of go like, oh, I'm sure I'll get one. Hello, gentlemen. Oh, I forgot. Keys concealed. Yeah, you have burgers and taters? Tater tots are good. Don't kid yourself. If properly prepared, tater tots are quite magnificent. Don't fool yourself, because you're not fooling me, Zen. They're delicious. I could eat an uncomfortable amount of tater tots. Like, I could eat enough tater tots that if people were watching me eat the tater tots, they would probably say something like, "You have a problem." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm aware." Because they're good. And I could dip them in just about anything. I could dip them in anything. I like spicy stuff, guys. So full disclosure, I think one of the best things to dip your sides in is not necessarily ketchup, but definitely jalapeno cheese. Let's see, you should probably play at least 3, 4, 5, 8, 11, and maybe 7 if you have exactly 100 hours of time, which I know you probably do. Yeah, right? Well, my big thing is I want to play them on my handhelds. A lot of RPGs are really hard for people to watch stream, so it would have to be like just for me. And so I definitely wouldn't mind getting in one. Do you have to like play them all in some kind of order, or can you pretty much, like, if I found one on the 3DS, could I just start playing it and not have any real reference from previous games, or do I kind of need to be like already initiated? There we go. So I was able to do that only using one flame arrow. Dragon Quest Builder? That sounds interesting. One of these days I'm going to go through... I went through a bunch of my Switch games the other day just to be like... just show like I've got a lot of Switch games. One of these days I'll go through it a little bit more thoroughly. Let me see, what do I have here? Oh, let's check out. Okay. Alright. Whoa, okay, I'm like, whoa, it's not sitting up. It's not lighting on fire. Yeah, I was there when a lot of the retro games were actually, like, new. And so I kind of have to have a little nostalgia. Like the original Legend of Zelda, I'll play that on stream again. And I actually am planning on playing the original one again, because I think it's that good. You should play it if you have not. But then, like, for example, games like that weren't necessarily made super great from the very, very beginning. Like, I don't know. There we go. But I'm interested. Interesting. Oh, I see. Yeah. I'm not into grindy, like, super farming, like a little bit of farmage. I'm not opposed to that. You know what I mean? Doing a little bit of farming is cool. But, like, a lot of farming can get a little... What are we doing here, guys? Right? I will take it. Perfect. Even this game can get a little grindy, you know, and I lose a lot of people. Which shrine am I in? You know, I'm not sure. We'll check it in a second. I rhymed on accident. Just for you. Just for you, Zen. Which is the best one for the 3DS? And not like the expensive one, the best one, right? You're not Metal Jesus trying to like help his buddies sell a bunch of games in the game store. Like actual, like a good game. It would be a good representation of it. Right? If you actually love 8, okay. If you really loved it, you would know every shrine by name, where they are, what region, what the rewards are. You're like, okay, I guess I don't really love it the way everybody else does. Ooh. So the Tamul Shrine, passing the flame. Tamul? 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 That, my friends, looks like some rare ore. Which way was I headed? I think I need to go this way. I need to get the Fireproof Elixir from that Wanderer so I can survive the trip up the hill. Oh, okay. Some T-Bots. Nice. Oof. Beautiful. That's where I need to go, I believe. Let's go pick a fight, shall we? All right. You know what? It's weird too, because once you get a good game with good graphics or whatever, it's hard to go back. It is hard to go back. You really have to have a lot of nostalgia. You know what I mean? And then after playing, like, I remember when I played Ocarina of Time, the GameCube version, I thought it was great. And then you think, oh, those graphics are amazing. But then you play it on the 3DS, and you're kind of like, this GameCube version's kind of janky. What happened? What happened? What is it, boy? Some crazy Hyrulean came through here? And he blasted you guys out? You don't say. But sorry to hear that, fellas. You want to get into Shin Megami Tensei, but it's not your cup of joe? Yeah. It's dark. It's like I said, I grew up, I thought the occult kind of aspects of it's pretty cool, and they stick pretty true to some of the occult stuff. Persona is definitely different than SMT. SMT is a little dark, man. It's dark. It's dark. That's for real. I mean, you basically have to go into League with a bunch of demons. A bunch of really awful, monstrous demons, man. And you gotta get up to some dastardly business. And then you fuse different demons together to make... It's crazy. It's very much like Pokemon, actually. It's just... obviously a lot darker. Oh, really? Is there a shrine nearby? Well, your choices matter in Shin Megami Tensei, I'll tell you that. Like, a lot. We're just gonna push you off the edge. You go away. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. He's gone. He gone. Go away. Shoot. There you go. What's up, bud? You were just fooling? Yeah. Well, you have the three choices usually. Ooh, we're sniffing around for some truffles. Nice. I guess you get a Sheikah slate. Take a picture of a truffle, then you can find as many as you want. Nope. Gotcha. Oof. Okay. Elemental attacks are a thing in this game, folks, so keep that in mind. I do have a stop with it. I think it's interesting in the sense that, like, in ancient times, it's not just Japanese religious stuff, it's like world religious stuff. And in ancient times, there was a lot of emphasis on, like, words having actual power. And so, like, the whole concept of there being a computer program that essentially scrolls through a bunch of occultic texts and words and things like that, spells in a sense, that allows you to summon and capture demons, like, with the power, like, it's like Judaism, like the Reign of Solomon, and like all this kind of stuff. It's very, very deep. You know, there's Hindi stuff in there. There's, you know, there's a lot of different religious, like, stuff that's happening in there. And so I kind of just think it's interesting, you know, but it's not, it's just a game, you know what I mean? You just gotta look at it like it's a game. Oh, really? I haven't played SNT3 HD. Okay. take the ruby. Oh my lord. Oh man, that was close. Yeah, dude, let's get some issues. You got some stuff you gotta work through. You know? If that's okay. I don't know. I guess no. I guess I should just drop this one. Yeah, it's a good weapon. Yeah, it's a 26. It's worth hanging on to for now. And I really like the ice rod. Whoops. Yeah, I have 4 Apocalypse. That's the one that I've been playing a lot. And I really love that game. It's pretty cool. I think I'm like a little over halfway through that right now. I just, what is it, not Shisha? Yeah, Shisha, the big serpent. Like I was betrayed. And then I had to face the Great Serpent twice now. No. Ooh, I know you saw that. There we go. I gotta get back to that game. I've been rushing to finish Return of Samus, basically the sequel to Metroid on the 3DS, which I think is like an amazingly beautiful 3DS game. It's probably the best looking Metroid game I've played so far, and I wanted to beat it before Metroid Dread came out. It's hard. Probably not for some guys. Some gamers are like, "Oh, it's so easy, bro. I beat it in like an afternoon." You're like, oh, okay, that's not me. And I like to look around anyway. But I'm like less than 10. Oh, it does have good music and good visuals. But Metroid Dread just looks so amazing when I first saw the previews for it, and that's like my biggest wish list game that I don't have. For sure. And so if I do get it for my birthday tomorrow, because I was like, please, like I told my wife, she's like, offered all this other, she's like, oh, we do all this other stuff, I can even take it. I was like, I just really want this game. I was like, I'll take you, I want to go out to dinner, like I'll take you out to dinner wherever you want to go in the world, baby. Like I don't care, but I just like, I really want to play this game on stream. Dude, oh yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
There we go. This is what I needed to do. Yeah, pretty much. Right? Dude, that game is it's very spam heavy. That's why I'm like, if you're not into the story, if you're not into the weird occulty story of it, like, and I play games most of the time, I'm being straight up, I like to play games on easy. I don't like to play games where it's like the super crazy hard, you know, beat Ganon with a stick. You know what I mean? I just want to like get through the game. I'm excited. They have some lore, they have some story or whatever. I'm really excited for that kind of thing. What was another game that was kind of like occulty, like really dark? Oh, Dante's Inferno, guys. Have you guys played Dante's Inferno? It's kind of a beat 'em up like the old school God of War, like almost exactly like that. But it's actually based on the Divine Comedy, which is interesting. So it's like, I like it more than God of War because it's actually based on like a drama, like an actual piece of literature. But there's like things like that. I'm just here for the story. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to hang out and watch the story and feel like, basically, it's like watching a movie, but you're a part of it. You know, like you're the main character in the movie. And I think a lot of these games are really cool like that. You know, like this game. I feel like we're watching a movie and that I get to be the main character. It is kind of like that. What is all this thing?
Hi.
Whoa, dude, what happened to your nose? You have no nose. Skeletor? Hi.
Oh.
Oh. Where? Nah. Why am I making fun of him?
Huh?
All right. Excuse me. Speed running. I did one speed run recently. I guess it's cool. I mean, I have respect for speedrunners because I know some of them are really hard. So I respect that. I personally am not really into it because I'm trying to find ways of making games take longer. Like, in my head, I don't want to go faster, I want to go slower. I want to see more of the game. I want to find more interesting parts. And I don't just mean like, oh, well, 100% complete it, bro. That's not really the point. The point is I want to savor every moment. Probably Cuphead. I can't beat it. I have no shame either in admitting my shortcomings when it comes to gaming. Cuphead is one of the hardest games I've ever played. When it comes to like, it's kind of like a beat 'em up platformer. And it's the platforming parts of Cuphead that usually kick me in the teeth. Another one that's really tough. Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Wii was freaking hard. That game was not easy to beat. That took my wife and I quite some time to get through that game. And we haven't beaten Tropic Freeze, but we have it. And I'm really looking forward to beating it at some point, but it is freaking hard. Oh, that's the same game. That's an identical game. So I have that on the 3DS as well. But no, the Wii version is like ridiculously hard. It was so hard. I'm telling you, it took so long for us to get through that game because we were big Donkey Kong fans from the Super. So like the Super Nintendo era, I have the Donkey Kong Country, for the Super Nintendo, and I really love that game, and that game was hard to beat, but we've beaten it. Oh wow. But then we were like, oh, we should totally play the Wii version of it. And so we have the Wii version of it, and I have the 3DS version now. But I would have never purchased the 3DS version if we hadn't already beaten the Wii version of it. Because that's the only way I have it cut, because it's so hard. It's so hard. But we did do it. Oh, that's a Guardian. Okay. That's a Guardian. With no champion powers, Guardians are terrifying. I'm straight about to hit him with an ancient arrow. I'm like, I'm not looking to freaking reset my game doing a permadeath run on a Guardian. I don't even have Mifa's Grace yet. Where's the tower from here? There it is. Wasn't quite as graceful as I would have hoped. The Guardian theme, you mean? That's awesome. A great game to play if you haven't, and it's one of a handful I will only recommend probably ever. 5 or 6 Nintendo 64 games ever, okay, to anybody. Now, I'm sure there's more than that, but I only think that at this stage, because of the controls being terrible and the graphical quality kind of having a fall-off thing, there's only a handful that I would honestly recommend people play. And one of the biggest ones that I beat with my wife that we really enjoyed playing together was DK64. Donkey Kong 64 is basically like playing Ocarina of Time, but with Donkey Kong, and it's so good. It's really good. There's a couple parts that really messed us up that took a little extra time because you have to, in order to get like the final boss, like the rare coins or whatever, you have to beat this like arcade cabinet in the game. And a couple of those games were like really, really I forget the name of the one that was like the rocket ship guy or whatever. It was really, really tough. Banjo and Kazooie. That's what I was really thinking of. Not more like Ocarina of Time. It's kind of like Banjo and Kazooie. Those are really good too. I would recommend the first one for sure. But DK64 is just a really good game. And I'm really hoping that the next Donkey Kong game that comes out is not another Donkey Kong Country Returns, the extended cut, which is kind of what Tropic Freeze was like, which is why we stopped playing. We're like, oh, cool, and we got through like the first half of the game, and I was like, this is kind of like Donkey Kong Country Returns, only the levels are just twice as long. So, like, when you die, it's like twice as frustrating. But, good lord, I am having a hard time with my stamina here. Should have made more stamina meals, guys. Did not want to go through this many stamina meals. probably could have done the little hoppity hop and made it, but if I fell, I probably would have rolled all the way down that mountain. That's not happening, because I'd be at the feet of a guardian that I guarantee would multi-blast me, and we're playing it safe. But I hope the next is an open world Donkey Kong game. That's what we need. Like, Kirby just got one. It's not open world, but they're open-ish. They're 3D. We need another 3D DK game. Look at that. Didn't even need the Fireproof Elixir yet. Not bad. Not bad. We're gonna hop right off here. Hopefully I can make my way to the top. Another one is Episode 1 Racer. I love that game. That game came out at the perfect time. Like that and Shadows of the Empire. You know, I was a big Star Wars nut in the 90s. Well, and in the 80s when I was a little kid. I'm into old school Star Wars. I like the prequels a lot. I'm not one of those guys that like hated on the prequels. I've always liked them. I always liked the prequels. I thought the second one was a little rough because the acting was so ugh, good lord. There's no chemistry between Natalie Portman and Hayden Christensen, so it was kind of like weird to watch because I really didn't feel the chemistry. But that's more of an acting thing. And then the third one was like amazing. I mean, anybody who says differently, you would be hard to convince me that you're like an actual OG Star Wars fan. You get the Darth Vader or the Anakin Obi-Wan Kenobi fight, and you get the Emperor and Yoda fight, and other epic battle, like all in one movie. It's like one of the best Star Wars movies that have been made up to that point, for sure. And so Episode 1 Racer came out at a really good time, and that game was so graphically amazing for its time. And it felt like you were a pod racer. I mean, it was really good. And my buddies and I would have some serious competitions. Oh, I appreciate that. You know, and that's basically what's up. Everybody who watches this stream, everyone that's a subscriber to this stream knows that that's what's up. You come on here, you start chatting with me, and I'll talk your ear off. Like, that's why I put it up on the screen so you can see the interaction, so people can see what I'm responding to. You don't have to pull up the chat box. Like, I want people to see what we're talking about, whether the chat box is open or not, in playback, because this is what it's about, hanging out and talking about games. You know what I mean? Talking about like movies and games and stuff like that. It's like a lot of fun for me. And I'm trying to show, like, I took a big break to be a professional photographer for 22 years and didn't play a lot of games for a long time, like a lot. And I felt really sad about it. And when I left, and I've said this before on stream, so this is not my first time saying it, but when I left, the gaming community was a specific way. And then when I came back, a lot had changed in the gaming community. Because at one point, we were all about, like, it wasn't cool to be a gamer. It was really, like, not cool to be a gamer. And people would ridicule you and give you a hard time. And we kind of had to stick together. You know, like, it was really important that we stuck together because people did not like us back in the 90s, especially. People did not like gamers. And so I come back and all I see is just a toxic mess of people gatekeeping on each other and trying to make each other feel bad because you're not like, whatever, bro, you're not, you know, like, you're trash. A lot of like negative talk, you know, and it's not what the community was about years ago. And so I'm trying to change that. I am trying to go back to photography. Took a break. I am going to go back to it, I think. I didn't even know that was there. I just saw it while I was paragliding again. I'm like, hey, what the heck? I've got time. Why not? Yep. There's a lot of unfinished games out there. That's okay. They're good games. I don't like broken games. Obviously, Cyberpunk was kind of like the personification of that. You know, it kind of, that was the problem in the extreme. You took photo imaging? Nice. There it is. I'm like, I know there's one nearby. Yeah, I did high-end product and fashion photography. I did work with like Chanel and Gucci, Fendi, Prada, Judith Lieber. You know, Love Strength. Amazing, amazing design. Dixon Rand is one of the best designers I work with. And it's an amazing craft. It's an amazing art form. I did a whole series and used to teach classes on night photography, going out and shooting in almost near darkness. I was like, if you can't see your hand in front of your face, it's that dark, that's when I like to go out and do night photography. It's a lot of fun. And Nikon is fantastic. I've used them all though. I've used Hasselblad, Nikon, Mamiya, Canon, Fuji. Fuji makes great, you know, has great sensors. Actually used Fuji for a while when digital first became a thing. Yep. I came kicking and screaming though. I started on a large format film. I still have all of my cameras. I still have a collection of over 50 rare and vintage cameras, like 2 1/4, 4x5, 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, which is a very rare format. That's like, you know, 1920s format, and it's shot with all of them are in working order. Large format cameras, like my Graflex cameras, and I've done commercial work with them. Aw. You hit me. You hit me. One of my favorite cameras of all time is, well, it's kind of a toss-up between two different cameras, but I really, really like my Rolleiflex. I've got an old Rolly, a TLR, a twin lens reflex camera. TLR line is amazing. Some of the best professional cameras I've ever shot with were twin lens. But then honestly, the new digital makes sense now. You know, for the last, 10 years or so, I shot digital. Yeah, I was really put off by it. Like, really, 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 really upset. Because I'm like I said, I was the hero of time, and I didn't like that some punk kid stole my horse and all my stuff. You've inspired me. I'm gonna give Majora's Mask another shot though. Yes. What you doing over there, Boodle? You watching Sniper Wolf? I have enough 3DSs and I have a copy of it. I might as well, right? I got enough 3DSs. Everybody can have a good time. Speaking of which, where's Ducky today? It's my moderator. I haven't seen her at all. Rubber Ducky, I hope you're doing okay. I know she's kind of had a hard time recently. Highly recommend you get these guys if you are like me and you suffer from extreme migraines. Blue light will mess you up. I am playing not on a regular computer monitor, I'm playing on a very, very large computer monitor. And the blue light coming off of these devices and even your cell phones and tablets will scuff up your eyes. Taken from somebody who made a living with his eyes for years and years. You need to protect your keepers. Look it up. And I'll try and find a good one, a brand that I recommend, and post them on my website. So that way, if you guys do decide you want to buy some, buy them through my website. So you can help me with my Amazon affiliate status. Helps me out. It lets them know that people are like looking. And it doesn't give me like, I don't like get a kickback or anything like that. As far as I know, I don't think I do. But we'll see. Maybe eventually I will. That'd be cool. I don't know. It's just been a while since I played it. Me. Let's see, what's the path that I need to take here? Let's jump into this tower and let's jump off. I'll tell you after I play it a little bit again. Okay, pomegranate dragon fruit, sparkling water. Not so good when it's warm. So there's that. We're coming up on the end of the stream here, folks. We have the first half of the map completely unlocked, though. So we have unlocked this entire side of the map. So that way we have a lot of good stuff available to us, and we're going to jump down and we're going to work on the second half of the map. Probably starting at the top, working our way down next. So let's see here. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. That's the one. That's the one we need that meal for. I need to play the game again. I need to play the game again. That's for sure. All right. I gotta go do my daddy thing soon here, folks. Get ready. His wife is gonna come home soon, which is awesome. I love when my wife comes home. Hangs out with me and the kids. Let's see. Yeah. There's a lot of things like that in Zelda games. That's why I'm not really a completionist. I definitely appreciate completionists. I'll try and get a lot of stuff done. You know, like a lot of different quests, but some of the stuff is just a little too tedious. And I feel like after a certain point, it stops being fun, and once stuff stops being fun, that's taking away from the game for me. I'm like, I just want it to be fun. You know, like playing in Master Mode. I did a Master Mode playthrough, and I really liked it. I thought it was cool, but it wasn't as fun. You know, it just wasn't as fun. I thought it was okay, but I'm like, like the bosses are like getting their energy back. Especially the Trial of the Sword. I really was not having a good time with that. That's why I'm like, I did the Trial of the Sword on normal mode, but I'm not probably ever going to attempt it in Master Mode. Or attempt it again. I'm gonna eat your friend. There you go. I just ate your friend right in front of you guys. Yeah. Well, again, if you love it so much, you know, you keep going back. This is like my 11th playthrough of this game now. You know what I mean? So, like, have I 100% completed every single thing? I'm not sure that I have. I know we did the Korok Seed thing a long time ago when it first came out because we thought you got a reward for it. But then, like, all the other little things, and I think there was something up with the compendium, like we didn't get one of the pictures of the Flying Guardians on the... You know, like, I think there was, like, a couple little things that we didn't get to. And we started over, you know. And that was fun. Yeah, that's a good game. That was one of the first new Zeldas that we did on the Wii. My son, actually, my 8-year-old son, I'm pretty sure he just completed that game. He was a big fan of the second. He did the first Galaxy, but I think he just beat the second one again, too. Like 100%. I'm pretty impressed with him. He's very good. My 8-year-old has great skills. How vast this map is. Yeah, me too. It's hard to find. I like it on the Wii. I like the controls on the Wii. Q. Did I say this was a coward run? Yeah, I'm running away. He could probably ace me out and get me a game over in about 0.02 seconds. Like, he can rough you up before you even realize what's happening. Just gotta ride a goat. And I wouldn't want to have to shoot that Lionel with an ancient arrow. Gotta be godlike in games. Only some games. I will say this, I do appreciate being hardcore in like Red Dead Redemption and stuff like that. That's fun. I like walking into town, being invincible, and just taking out like 30 people. Oh, hey, look. There we go. Stressing out because I need a horse, and a horse finds me. Hey, look at this map. This game is insane. I think that's the shrine in the Forgotten Temple there. I think we're gonna let that one pass. I should probably go to Akala and get an ancient shield. A mobile game that starts with R? I'm sorry. What are we talking about here? I'm sorry. Maybe I know, but I'm just drawing a blank. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, Roblox, yeah. Everybody comes on here. I know. Everybody comes on here and they're constantly like, hey, have you played Roblox? And I'm like,
Yeah.
look, I have not played Roblox. I've watched some videos of it because I promised them that I would. I thought you were going to say like Rocket League. And I haven't really played Rocket League either. Yeah. There's a lot of great games. Like I said, there's a lot of great games. I try not to judge other people's choices and preferences. You know, everybody is into something different.
Oh.
I've been looking at it.
Huh?
Let's see, what are we gonna name him? We're gonna name him Treason, because I stole him off a bad guy.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep, give me all your arrows. Take them all. Don't have a lot of time, hurry up. I named Ganondorf's horse Biggins.
Wow.
Because he's so biggin'. He's a biggin'. Woohoo! He looks just like that. I like him in Skyward Sword because he comes in and you have to like shoot the thing to ring the bell, and then you go to his place, and there's like a ferry there, and I went there like a bunch of times and didn't even realize there was a ferry there. And I'm like, that's a good game. I think I'm like halfway through the Switch version of it now with my wife. We wanted to beat it together on the Switch before I played it on stream, because we played it on Wii and it was crazy hard. You play that game on the Wii, it will burn your forearms out. It will scuff you up something awful. Right? He's kind of a punk. That's true. That's funny. He's like, oh, you don't know anything? Oh, good. I don't care about that. It's usually a weapon or something anyway I don't care about. We're not doing 100% chest room on this one. Most of that stuff I don't care about, and I'm always like swapping inventory. If I thought it was like a royal broadsword, I might be like, oh, okay, you have my attention. But I know it's not. So there we go. We got 2 orbs. That was a bad sound. All right, child. Word. Let's see here. I have a lot of time. I honestly never really thought about the music that much. I was trying to get people on board with me playing Wind Waker HD on stream. That's one that I haven't looked at since GameCube. That's how long ago I looked at that game. And then we picked it up for the Wii U in HD, just because I was worried if we didn't get it when we got it, that we wouldn't be able to. And so we picked it up, but then I'm like, okay. What do I do? Where do I go? Phantom Hourglass is amazing. I did not like that people were talking so much trash on it because it was a stylus game. Alright, this will be the last tower that I do today, and then I have to wrap up, because I have some stuff that I need to do before my lovely wife comes home. We'll be at a good stream. Met some good friends. Talked about some good games. Just gotta hold on to it. Yeah. I stream Monday through Friday, and I stream Pacific. I'm in San Diego, so I stream about 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then in the mornings, I try and play a group game with friends, so I'll play Fortnite with people, because that's one that like most of my viewers play. And then we'll play together, we'll squad up, we can be on microphone. Macaro, you're not wrong. It's crazy here. And then I play every day in the afternoon, like at this time period, The Legend of Zelda. Either Breath of the Wild, or also I'm playing Link's Awakening on stream. Link's Awakening, fantastic game. I love it. Perfect. That sounds great. Like I said, don't be put off if I'm playing other games. I've lost a bunch of subscribers. People come on and get like negative. Yeah, but then it's Texas and it's not California. Like, listen, I get all the weird politics of California. I'm not a fan, okay? I don't like that. But I do like the beach. And I do like that I have all these different awesome things happening out here. Like, I've got the beach, the desert, the mountains, the snow, a forest, all within a very short drive from where I'm at. And we're talking Southern California. It's an amazing place to be. I've been all over the place. I've been all over doing like fashion photography and stuff like that, and I'm telling you right now, this is the place to be. There's a reason people spend their entire lives saving to come here. And I'm lucky enough, I own a house up here in Southern California. We own a nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath house on about an acre of land with a pool. You know what I mean? Got a huge, like, 10-car driveway, 2-car, you know what I mean? It's like, I got everything. I got the land. I'm right next to 3 schools for my kids. We're talking elementary, middle, and high school within about 500 yards of where I live. One of the best parks in the area. All the theme parks you could shake a stick at, all within a 15 to an hour drive away from where I'm at. Some of the best food culture in Southern California. Just saying. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Now, taxes, the work environment, the politics of this state, stifling. It's stifling. I'm so ridiculously over it. But I will say this as an older guy, for all of you young kids out there, hear your parents probably getting upset about stuff. Let me tell you something. As bad as things look, as bad as things get, we're only a couple cycles away. We have a couple of good election cycles and everything could change. You know what I mean? California can be less hostile towards the work environment, and people and personal freedoms and all that stuff. Things can change because it was different even 15 years ago. A lot has changed just in the last 15 years. So, and that means it can go back again. And sometimes you need things to get really bad for them to get better. For people to finally go like, wow, this is really not long-term tenable. Not really. It's not been that bad. There's like a handful of things that if it was to change overnight, if they were to change, it would fix a lot about what was wrong with this. There's a certain amount of environmental policy that has been enacted that has recently been squashed by the Supreme Court, and things are going to start getting challenged again. So this state could go back. It could bounce back. And like I said, and right now, my house that I bought years ago, what's up, Raymond? This house that we bought just a handful of years ago, we bought it for under $400,000. Like I said, it's 3-bedroom, 2-bath on an acre of land with a pool and hot tub, huge driveway, all this kind of stuff. I got trampoline and basketball thing going on. Like, we got all kinds of stuff in this house. It's under $400,000. It's over $1 million house now, just in a handful of years. Property value is not shooting up like that anywhere else, and it's going to dip down, but not much. And we're already locked in. So if I was to leave, that money is not as, this is the place to be. This is the place to be. It'll get better. Maybe not today, but I'm not looking to move. I love where I'm at. And like I said, I was a night photographer, and the best place to go take pictures is in Borrego Springs Desert or down by the beach, and I can go from one to the other in about an hour. So it's not much like that anywhere else at all. San Diego, I'm a San Diego kid, man. I grew up down here. The one thing I wish did change was Tijuana, Mexico. I wish Mexico would change. Mexico is really bad. The world will continue to be more complex. For sure. Land ownership, folks, that's where it's going to be at. You want to own land. You want to own land and you own your property. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yes, I am in San Diego. I'm a San Diego boy. Love it. Don't like a lot of the politics of California, to be honest with you. And I know this isn't political hour, and I don't mean for it to be, and if that puts people off, I apologize. I'm not trying to be that guy. I've done that podcast before. I did that for a couple of years. And honestly, it's just like beating your head against the wall. So I don't really want to get into all that, but I will say this. I'm about personal freedoms. I'm about government staying out of my business. I'm about government staying out of your business. I don't need people to tell me how to live. I want to live my life in my own little miniature kingdom, which is my property. You know what I mean? Don't tell me how to act. Don't tell me how to be. As long as I'm not messing with you, you don't mess with me. That's been my philosophy since the beginning. Like, just leave each other alone. Be nice, polite. I may disagree with what you say, even what you think, but there's no reason for me to be a jerk to you about it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be negative to people, right? Just keep to yourself. Like, you don't like something somebody's doing, probably doesn't affect you anyway. And that's what I'm about. And so the one thing we can all come together on, in my opinion, is gaming. Nice. Nice. Opinions. Yeah, we all have them. Everyone's got opinions, and that's okay. You know what I mean? That's okay. I just want you to live a life that makes you happy. Unless your life being happy means you make other people unhappy intentionally. That I don't really care for. Like, that's not necessary, right? We don't have to do that. We don't have to go that direction. Yup. Gotta be careful though having opinions these days. People like to cancel people just for having opinions. And I remember when I did a political podcast for a while, I lost over 500 subscribers overnight just for saying that I think that I don't care what you think or who you want to marry or what. Like, I just was just being straight up. Love who you want, just be who you want to be. Just don't get me involved in it. And I lost a ton of people overnight just from saying that on that stream. And people were like, what? And so they freaked out. And I'm like, listen, man, I'm about you just being you. Just be yourself. Enjoy your life. We only have this one life here. And then once it's over, it's gone. Enjoy your kids. Enjoy your parents. Enjoy your family. Do some fun stuff. What makes you happy? I play Zelda games when I'm depressed. You know what I mean? I suffer from depression, so I play Zelda games a lot. You know what I mean? It's like it's a universe where things all make sense to me. You know, I want people to feel like I'm not just here going, hey, sub to my show, and I'll sit here and show you all these glitches that 1,000 other people have done a video on that I learned last night. Like, no. I'm going to play these games. I try and make it available so people, if you want to play Fortnite with me, we'll get on there. I'll crack jokes with you guys. Spitfire will tell you, I give you a hard time. You don't stick with the group. You get us all killed. I'm going to give you a hard time about it. But I'm not going to be like, you're trash, bro. You should stop playing this game. You know what I mean? It's like, no. We're having fun. We're friends. Legitimately, I wish I could be friends with every single one of my subscribers and show you all that playing these games is so important. Living your life is important too. But playing these games is important. It is fun. We're bonding with each other from across the country, across the world. So keep that in mind. We all belong here. Oh, looks like there's about to be a blood moon. I don't see it anywhere. Where's the moon? I hear you back there, Pootie. Let's see if this works. I'm going to save right here. And I'm going to close the game. I was just playing Cuphead. So there you go, you guys. Thank you for joining me. I want to jump off before I say something like that's really stupid and piss everybody off. Keep playing games. Be nice to each other. Love on each other, right? I'm actually curious to see if I save the game there and then I come back, will the blood moon still be happening, or will we get past it? So tomorrow is my birthday. Let everybody know to sub, share this around. People look down on Fortnite, Raymond, for sure, and I was one of them. People like to talk trash on Fortnite. Here's the thing with Fortnite. It is the people that you play with. Okay, I played Fortnite for a little while. I hated playing with the random toxic kids. They were ridiculous. I got so mad at playing with these random kids that only seemed, thank you for the happy birthdays. I appreciate that. I hated the whole negativity. You know, like you're trying to pick up an item and they would use the harpoon thing or the fishing pole to pull it away from you, or like yank you around, or like you try and go pick something up and they would steal the loot out of the chest you just opened, or like hit you with the car when you're trying to like fight, or you know, all that kind of stuff. Like people try and get all negative and like, you're like, bro, we're in a squad. Or you're playing in a squad and like this one guy goes off like he's playing in solos, and now your squad is down somebody and we're not communicating, and it's like every time I win, and I think we're at 23 rounds so far this season, my crew and I, and we have a big crew. There's like 20 or 30 of us that like rotate in squads all the time. Sometimes play duos and trios. But like, I try and be like a good squad leader, and I'm not the best shooter and I'm not the best builder. I'm actually the worst probably at both of those. But I am good at keeping the crew together. And I'm like, okay, where are we going? We're landing here. Okay, we're going to loot up. What do we need? I've got 3 white heals. I've got shields. I've got this. I've got that. Does anyone need this kind of ammo? Okay, let's go here. Let's move together. No, 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 no. Don't go off over that way. Let's stay together. Oh, you're Axel. What's up? That's right. Okay, what's up, Axel? You know what's up. And so that's the thing. Like, we stick together. One guy ventures off, and it happens all the time. Next thing you know, that guy gets knocked. Okay, we'll come save you. And then the team that knocked him is like camping on his card or camping on his dying body, watching us come down, and then they start picking us off one at a time. The squads that win are the ones that stick together and stay focused together. You're shoulder to shoulder. You got a sniper over here. You got someone ready to heal. You got somebody who's laying down shotgun, suppressing fire. Someone starts building. One guy is shooting at the builds. Another guy is waiting for the opening to freaking snipe. You know what I mean? It's like you work together as a team, you win. That's all things. That's in the business world too. You have to know how to delegate. I've been a manager at all the positions I've been in. And you have to manage people to go like, okay, you're strong here. This is what you do. You're strong here. This is what you do. And you just focus on this. And then you work together as a unit. And it's amazing how much more fun the game is rather than just getting with a bunch of toxic randoms. And then you're just like, oh, wow, cool. This kid's a jerk. And then I literally deleted the game. I started playing in December 26th this last year, right after Christmas. And I deleted it like a week later. And a friend got me to put it back on my computer. And since then, I've had a lot of fun playing with some friends now. And so, like I said, everybody who wants to play Fortnite with me, I'm more than Raymond will tell you. I like playing with you guys. You're Darth, or you were Darth. I don't know if you changed your name, Raymond, but you definitely like a lot of really good players, and we like to work together. We like to hold each other up. And like I said, not all of us are great shooters, not all of us are great builders, but we work together. And it's fun because I'm on mic with you. And if you have a microphone, I encourage you to be on microphone, because then we can actually talk. We interact, you know, and that's really what it's all about. It's about interacting. Just like with Crazy Link, you come on here and I get to talk to you, get to see your text, you're throwing down opinions, you're hearing my opinions, you know, and I'm trying to like focus on the game and focus on what we're talking about, which kind of gets a little weird sometimes, but it's fun. Oh, Cranky Link. I keep calling you Crazy Link, but Cranky Link. I'm a man who prefer being yelled at. Kid in 360. That's funny. That's awesome. Thank you guys for all the great interaction today. Thank you all for the well wishes. Like I said, I'm trying to decide what game I'm going to play tomorrow. I can't decide if I want to beat my head against the wall and play something different than I've been playing just because, or if I'm going to want to play Fortnite with a couple of you guys. I have a small window in the morning because my wife has a bunch of random stuff planned, and it's all going to culminate and end with sushi, the best sushi in San Diego at Osaka down in Mission Valley. They are absolutely hands down the most authentic, most amazing sushi experience that you can have, and they're probably one of the most inexpensive. It is really weird how it's so good. And I've been all over the place, and I've had the best sushi in San Francisco, and I've been, I've had sushi everywhere. And some of the best sushi I've ever had is at a little hole in the wall place down in Mission Valley, San Diego. And that's where I'm going for my birthday dinner. And I'll probably take some pictures. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably see a couple photographs from that tomorrow. And I'll probably drop some pictures in the Discord and, let you guys all know that I care about you. So thank you everybody for joining me today. I had a really good time. We went way over time, but it's no big deal because it's worth it, especially with our new friends, Cranky Link. And I'm really glad that Macro came. Thank you very much. And you know what, Macro? I've actually thought about moving to Texas. But prices are too high in Texas, and, I'm a fashion guy, and I'm actually trying to get back into fashion photography again. I took a couple years off to be a stay-at-home dad and to work on some other artistic projects. And now I'm like, actually, I kind of miss being a fashion photographer. And fashion game is in Southern California. But I have a lot of friends and family that are in Texas or moving to Texas from California. So charge them good rent, charge them up, baby. But Macro, Raymond, Frankie Link, always good. Come back. Let's see who else we got. Frankie Link, you and me, we were just chatting. Wow, we were chatting away, weren't we? My goodness. Zen, oh my gosh, Zen 429. Zen was here. Thank you for coming in here, Dino Nuggets. Brian Figueroa, always good to see you, Brian. Who else we got? Ducky, we didn't have Ducky today. Missed you, Ducky. QCat13. Let's see, Devin Hernandez, Lincoln Bright. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you. Everybody like, subscribe. Don't forget, check out oneupdaddy.com. Throw me some love. Let's see what's going on. Take care, everybody. I will see you tomorrow morning, Pacific Standard Time, probably like, I don't know, 8, 9 o'clock, something like that, Pacific Standard Time. And maybe on late at night. I don't know what we're going to do. You know what I mean? It's tough. Birthday weeks are tough, right? Because I don't know what my schedule is going to be. There's all kinds of weird stuff happening around me. But we will play some more Legend of Zelda, probably, if not tomorrow, probably not tomorrow, but probably Friday for sure. So check around like noonish Pacific Standard Time. And again, don't forget to join the Discord. Actually, here, let me do this for those of you who are not in Discord real quick. I will throw the link in the chat so you guys can come on in if you want. And I really highly recommend, if you want to keep in touch with me, that's the best way to do it almost any time. Let's drop it down here. Join the Discord. All the exclusive updates when we go and do some more private stuff, which we are eventually going to do, because there's some more adulty content. Like I'm going to be playing Doom and some scarier games also. A lot of that stuff you will need to be in the Discord in order to participate with that, because that's where the private link is going to be found. So it's like, yeah. Anyway, just in case, happy early birthday. Thank you, Cranky Link. I will catch you guys later. Take care. Everyone is welcome to join. So thank you. I'm glad you're coming in.